Okay, let's have another 5 minutes game. I'll put my volume up a bit, I think. I'm going to play King's Gambit. I haven't played King's Gambit for a while. Okay. He's going to hold on to his pawn. Like, should I be really worried? Can I actually fianchetto here? I've had this before, but I haven't tried fianchettoing. This might be an interesting idea against this. He's improvising or something. He's taking his time here. G5, B3, bishop G7, bishop B2. Okay, if bishops challenge each other, he's always got G4. Maybe I can play. I think I'll do this because he hasn't even played G5 yet. Maybe I can play Queen C1 or something for knight D5. Is that at all dangerous? To put my, is he going to let me venture to my queen? No. Okay. I guess I'm moving that back. Yeah. Could be tricky. I'm not casting queenside or anything. D4 is not really helping. I'll just castle then. Yeah. Try and do something with this diagonal with D4. Knight F2, then D4, knight D4, knight D4. There's a potential for knight F5. Does that actually do anything? Knight F5. I'll try it. Well, I doubt it does anything. He's got everything covered. What about bishop D3? Is that any good? Bishop D3. I can take on G6 then Queen F4. Maybe that's a bit miserable. But knight F2 to E4. I think that's probably not good either. There's D5 here. He gets the E5 square for a knight. So it's not too hot. I'll go for this anyway. Why not just actually the check here? Is that any good? Throwing the check. Doesn't really do anything. I'm taking the knight D3 to E5. Actually, taking the knight D3 might be better than before. He wants the queens off. Well, I can take here and then take on G4. I think that's good news. If I can take on G6, his pawn structure is okay, give me another pawn. Okay, my pawn structure is not brilliant, but getting some pawns back. Is knight, I don't know, knight E5, is that on the cards now? Okay, I'll slip in knight E5, I think. What is bishop E3 to play with? Stop that pesky knight coming to f4. On f6 there's knight g6. On rook e8 there's knight d7. Oh, blunder.
Check.
Okay, I'll keep an eye on f4. He's got f5, this could be tricky. Mind you, I'll take on g5. Oh, he takes on a1. Right, I think rook e5. Is it worth an exchange sack? Otherwise, what am I doing? It's all pretty passive. This knight f4 is a monster. Okay, let's not lose on time either. I can undouble the pawns. Bishop e3. I don't know if bishop. Okay, I'll go with bishop e3 for a moment because f4 takes away the knight going to f4. That's the upside of that. So b4, b5. Just try and use my. No, I'm going to regret this. I'm going to regret this after knight e6. I have to get a quick minority attack. Try and blast them for these rooks. Okay, maybe it's happening. b5 is happening. So this rook has got some activation. Knight d4 threatens f3 now. It's all about king g2. There's knight b5. So if I take, it's not easy at all. c5 is really locking down the position. What about, I don't know, rook e2, try and get to e7. Or if I just take that, I think I can over here maybe, or rook c2. That gives me rook a2. I'm keeping an eye on c6. Was that clever or not? I don't think that was particularly clever for me. So I can take on c5. Okay, I'm getting some pawns back. But he's got e2 coming up. It's double-edged. Takes on that h2 now. Or not. Blockade, okay. So rook c7 pawn situation. Take on d5 here, on g5. I'll take on e2 next. Is rook d4 better? Just to keep the d pawn. I'm keeping one of the pawns, so I think I'll just play king e2 next. Right, so that's good news. It's the best news I've had. Best position I've had all game, I think. So if I get the king over to g3, I don't think there's a cheapo. Or rook h4. Right. So the check king f4, b6, rook c6. Wait for where the rook's going. Okay, now. Okay, h5. Let's check king g3.
Check.
We can get to play b6 or. Hang on, h6 for then rook d6, I think.
Check.
I can play h6 here. Although rook e6, is he not just winning my pawn? No, he hasn't gone for that, so nice rook b6.
Check.
Okay, rook b7.
Check.
This is looking good.
Check. Check.
I'm not giving him a stalemate, am I? I've got to keep away from g7 here. Oh, there's going to be a stalemate.
Check. Time 1.
I forfeited on time. Okay, that was not how to play the King's Gambit, I'm afraid. I think I haven't done well against this H6 system before, and this wasn't a very good idea. He's got complete control of the position. I suppose that, given the circumstances, though, knight d4 did mean this bishop kind of got into the game. He just went wrong, didn't he, with... Okay, thankfully it's just 5-minute chess, so inaccuracies creep in, like losing the exchange. I think the minority attack was important, otherwise my rooks are completely dead in the water. Okay, yeah, this rook and pawn ending, you know, here he has king h2. Actually, I can put the analysis thing here, and click start. So I've got a new machine. This actually works. He's actually better here with rook takes h2. So his next move was a blunder. So he's fractionally better, but his next move, I'm okay now. And after this, I'm actually better after rook d5. But earlier on, let's have a quick look. I don't think b3. No, Engine's recommending d4 or queen e2. Queen e2 and then d4 and then e5. That's something to bear in mind. It's stockfish. So black's just better here, significantly. Much better. In fact, I missed g4 even, apparently. Okay, so black is much better here. In fact, this is almost minus 6 with f3. Oh dear. So this is King's Gambit gone completely wrong. After this, he's let me off the hook a little bit. And here it's just minus about, now less than -1 all of a sudden. No, that's going to 2. So here, I should have just taken then queen takes f4 apparently. I'm still worse. But here after f3, now I'm back in the game or not? Was that an inaccuracy? Actually, there's queen. No, queen takes g5. Okay, I'm nearly back in the game. Less than half a pawn worse. Now more than... No, actually. So blunder here apparently. Bishop f5, much stronger. And then g takes f3. So bishop f5. I'll still be worse. After knight c5, tactical knight c5. Interesting. Okay, I'll turn this off. Comments or questions on YouTube? Thanks very much.